Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Stark Excursions. Just a quick reminder before we get going, this is a 360 video, so feel free to look around in any direction, that way you won't miss a thing. And if you don't mind, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, that way you don't miss any of my future content. Today, we're checking out the Crazy Crab on Jarvis Creek here on Hilton Head Island. It's a local favorite and has been since 1984. It's sitting on a spot that's actually been a seafood operation going back over 100 years, so there's plenty of history here. And this one's become a family favorite for us. It's one of our staples that we come back to year after year. So let's head on up to the front door. So this is the front entrance, and depending on whether you're sitting inside or outside, this is where you're going to check in. We're sitting inside today, so let's head through these front doors. And right as you walk in, there's a cute little shop here. Definitely worth checking out, whether you're on your way in or on your way out. And they've got some fun stuff. Now immediately on your left is the interior bar. As you can see, there's plenty of seating for those who are in need of air conditioning. And out the back window, you can see a great view of Jarvis Creek. Now as we walk this direction, you can see the outside seating if that is your preference. It definitely gives you a better view of the marsh and creek. Also note, there's also a second bar. So whether you're inside or out, you're never too far from a good drink. Now, last but not least, before we go sit down and order, I want to show you guys this aquarium. It's saltwater and it is huge. This thing is honestly one of the coolest parts of the whole place. Kids especially love it, but I think it's cool no matter how old you are. All right, that's the quick walk around of the Crazy Crab has to offer when it comes to seating. Let's go sit down and we're going to check out a menu and talk about the food. All right, let's talk about the menu. The Crazy Crab keeps it rooted in low country cooking. Yeah, this is a seafood restaurant through and through. But thankfully, there's enough variety here that everybody at the table is going to find something that they want. As far as appetizers and soups, there is a solid selection to start with. The Shrimp Dynamite, you've got crab dip, calamari, aha tuna nachos, and then of course 2 low country soup classics. You've got the she crab soup and a low country gumbo, both really amazing. And then we have the boils, and that's really what this place is known for. They've had multiple years running best crab legs on Hilton Head, and you can get them as snow crab, a half and half with shrimp, or you can go all out with the Alaskan king crab. They've also got steamed seafood pots if you want lobster, shrimp, crab, and oysters all in one shot. And then we have our sandwiches. Yeah, if you want something lighter, the sandwich selection has a grouper, a mahi, fish tacos, shrimp tacos, and there's even a burger for anyone at the table who's just not feeling like seafood. Now, we gotta save some room though for dessert, and trust me, the key lime pie is one that people really rave about. But let's go ahead and share about what we ordered and some of our reactions. Okay, let's talk about the food. Now, we had a large group today, and there were dishes going all around the table. But what I can tell you is that when we left and talked about it later, this restaurant, the Crazy Crab, ended up being one of our favorites of the entire week that we spent on Hilton Head. And I mean, that says a lot when you're talking about that amount of time on this island, when there are so many good meals in between. But let me say this, though, about the appetizers. The Shrimp Dynamite was honestly the star of the whole meal for our family. And it was dynamite. I don't know exactly what they're doing with those shrimp, but whatever it is, man, they need to keep doing it. It was so good that I'm already thinking about coming back and just ordering it as my main dish. But now, on a personal note, though, the she crab soup, which was my meal, because I eat kind of light, but if you know me, you know that she crab soup is one of my favorites on the island. And this one was simply top notch. It was one of the best, in fact, that I've had on the island. Rich, creamy, man, it was done right. And I'm telling you, if there is one other item that you need to grab if you come visit this restaurant, it is the she crab soup. So around the table, we also had the broiled seafood platter, shrimps, scallops, crab cakes, flounder, all on one plate. It was not bad. We had the fish and chips, and a couple of our kids ordered the burgers and the kids' shrimp. And like I said, there were plenty of other dishes, but nobody really had a bad meal, so no complaint at the table. And that's really the bottom line. The Crazy Crab, it's not just that the food is good, it's that they can handle a big group across a big menu, and everyone walks away happy. That's not easy to do, and they pulled it off, so very cool. As we bring this review to a close, I figured I would step out onto the back patio for a better view of Jarvis Creek and let the scenery do the talking. This is what waterfront dining on Hilton Head looks like, and honestly, it's a pretty hard view to beat. Now, before we wrap up, let's talk about price real quick. The Crazy Crab is pretty much par for the course for dining on Hilton Head Island. You're not going to find a bargain waterfront seafood restaurant. That's just the reality. Now, for a family of 5, you need to budget somewhere around $100 to $150 before tip, and you'll be in pretty good shape. But what you get, the food, the view, and the atmosphere, we think it's worth it. Believe the hype, the Crazy Crab lives up to its reputation. Hey everybody, thanks for watching Stark Excursions. If you haven't already, just a reminder, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.